Hey guy, this is your boy Manny. Ever wanted to make a podcast but you never really knew how? Anchor is the key. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast to places such as Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. Also, you can make money from your podcast right away. You don't need no minimum listenership to start making money. Everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place. So go ahead and get started today. Download the Anchor app at the App Store or go to anchor.fm to get started.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Manny, and this is another episode of Talking Sports with Manny. Let's go. So, guys, I'm dropping my wide receiver 2 list. You guys let me know if you guys are feeling it or not. We can talk about it. There's some names on this list that is going to shock you. You're going to be like, why are they ranked where they're ranked? But I have a reason for everything that I do. So, my wide receiver 2s in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. So, guys, kicking off the list, at number 24, I have Devontae Parker. This guy blew up last year. He had over 70-plus catches. He had over 1,200 yards. He had 9 touchdowns. What he was able to do was he was able to get open, and he actually had some games against some pretty good receivers. He had great games against the New England Patriots last year, and he really got to show Gilmore that, hey, he has arrived. It took him 6 years to get to this level, but now he's here. He has arrived. As long as Ryan Fitzpatrick remains the quarterback, expect for Devontae Parker to pick up where he left off. At number 23, I got Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is one of those receivers that has great hands, runs crispy routes. He's one of the better wide receivers in the NFL. And, he wanted to trade out of Minnesota for whatever the reason was. He gets to go to Buffalo, where it might be better for him, but then again, it might not. We've seen receivers get traded or leave and go to different situations and don't pan out. But if Josh Allen is clicking with this guy, he's going to be 1,000-yard wide receiver. He's going to be a guy that can flirt anywhere with between 70 to 90 catches. He can get you touchdowns as well. So Stephon Diggs at number 23, he should have been higher, but because of where he's going and his quarterback being young, kind of skeptical. So I have him at number 23. At number 22 is DJ Moore. This guy gets better and better every single season. Now, he is one of those guys who is getting a new quarterback, so I don't know how him and Teddy Bridgewater are going to mesh, but guess what? Somebody has to catch the ball for the Carolina Panthers besides Christian McCaffrey. I know they brought in Robbie Anderson, but he doesn't scare anybody. For those who love DJ Moore, you might want to get him in the second, maybe third round, depending on how everything is going. But DJ Moore, I do expect to have a good season. I have him coming in at number 23. So, guys, at number 21, I have Tyler Lockett. All this guy does is produce. 2 years ago, he had 900-plus yards and 10 touchdowns. Last year, he had 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns. Russell Wilson locks into his receivers. Man, they produce. That's one thing that I can say that I love about Russell Wilson is that he's going to try to make his wide receivers great. And that's a great quality to have in a quarterback. If your quarterback can trust you, then he's going to try to find you in dire moments. So you want to grab Tyler Lockett, even though that Russell Wilson's team, Seattle, is always known to be like a running team, but Russell Wilson still produces. He's a quarterback that's going to get you 30 touchdowns every single year. So somebody got to catch him. And if it's not Tyler Lockett, then who? Yes, you got DK Metcalf out there. I do expect both of these guys to blow up. But at the same time, Tyler Lockett is just that guy. He's that dude. So if I'm you, you might want to grab him early and grab him often. Okay, so at number 22, we got Keenan Allen. All Keenan Allen does is produce. Everybody thinks that Keenan Allen is washed up and that Keenan Allen is old. Okay, this guy's been in the league, it seems like forever. Okay, but he's only 28 years old and he's only getting better and better. Now, I know that he has two new quarterbacks this year between the rookie and Tyrod Taylor. You don't know what he's going to look like. But one thing that Keenan Allen does is that he runs good routes. He knows how to get open. He's one of the better route runners in the league. Okay, the last 3 seasons he's had 102 receptions, 97 receptions, and 104 receptions. You do the average, that's over 100 receptions every single year. Okay, he's had 1,300 yards, 1,100 yards, and 1,100 yards on 3 consecutive seasons. So he's one of those guys that produces at a high clip. And then he gets you 6 touchdowns just about every year. All these 3 years, he's had 6 touchdowns each and every year. So the floor for Keenan Allen is going to be 97 catches, 1,100 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Sign me up. This guy is going really low in the drafts right now. So he's definitely a guy that you can grab at great value and then, go around. He might end up as a wide receiver 1, especially in PPR. Now, at number 19, I have Courtland Sutton. This guy has taken a big jump from his rookie season. He had 72 catches last year, 1,100 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Solid numbers, okay? Those are baby Keenan Allen numbers, all right? And next year, he's only going to get better. But I do know that they drafted Jerry Jeudy, and that shouldn't scare you. I think that Courtland Sutton produces more than Jerry Jeudy, at least this season. Even though that the Broncos are a running team, Courtland Sutton and Drew Luck had a very good pairing. They had a very good relationship, and that relationship is only going to build. So Courtland Sutton at 19, and then he's probably going to go in the 4th round of these drafts, sometimes 5th. If you can get that guy in the 4th or the 5th, you're getting very, very, very good value. Grab Courtland Sutton. So guys, at number 18, I have Calvin Ridley. This guy right here is going to ball this season. He's a guy that people are thinking that is going to be better than Julio this season. Now, the only category that he's beating Julio in is touchdowns. And I do believe that he's going to continue on with his high touchdown performance. In year 1, he had 10 touchdowns. In year 2, he had 7 touchdowns. Each year, he gave you 800 plus yards. Each year, he gave you at least 63 catches. So what to expect this season? He was hurt last year, so this year I expect a healthier Calvin Ridley, which means that he can get more than 60-something plus receptions with Austin Hooper leaving. So that's more targets to go around, okay? I still think he's going to be a touchdown magnet. Him and Ryan have this perfect connection when it comes to touchdowns. I don't know what it is, but he finds a way to get into the end zone. So this is definitely going to be a guy that you can grab 3rd, 4th, maybe 5th, 6th round, depending on how the draft is going. Get you Calvin Ridley because he is going to ball, and I believe that this is going to be his first 1,000-yard season. Coming in at number 17, I got Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin balled out in his rookie season. I believe that Terry McLaurin was the best rookie receiver last season. And this year, he's only going to get better. Dwayne Haskins has been out there working, grinding, working on his game. So with Terry McLaurin having multiple guys to work with last year, he's going to have one consistent wide receiver this year. So I expect Terry McLaurin to have a great season. Last year, he had just under 60 catches. He had just over 900 yards. He had 7 touchdowns, and he missed 2 games. So just imagine what a 16-game season would have looked like for this guy. I see Terry McLaurin as a guy that can take a big jump this season. I'm seeing at least 80, maybe 90 catches. I'm seeing at least 1,200 yards receiving. I'm seeing 10 touchdowns out of Terry McLaurin. If you grab this guy in the 4th, 5th round, he has the potential to get you wide receiver 1 numbers, okay? So this is a guy that I'm high on, and his spot that he's being drafted in is just gold right now. Terry McLaurin is going to blow up, and he's going to make the Pro Bowl. And once he does, everybody's really going to know who he is. People know who he is now, but they don't know who he's about to become. I have this guy in just about every dynasty league that I have. I have him in every keeper league that I have right now. So Terry McLaurin at number 17. At number 16, I got OBJ. This is more of a respect thing, okay? I don't know how OBJ is going to pan out, especially with Baker Mayfield. It's not working out in Cleveland, but out of respect for the OG, I got to put him in at number 16. He could have been lower, but when you look at his body of work, every single year he gets you 1,000 yards or more. Even the last 2 years that he's been down, it's been 1,000 yards, okay? It's been at least 74 receptions. It's been at least 4 to 6 touchdowns, which, 6 touchdowns are not bad. It can be better for the kind of player that OBJ is. His first 3 seasons, he had at least 90 receptions each year. He had at least 1,300 yards each year. He had at least 10 touchdowns each of those first 3 seasons. So this could be a breakout year for OBJ to get back to how he was when he first came into the league. It's still yet to be seen. We don't know what Baker's gonna look like. Jarvis Landry's out there taking away targets. You got Njoku. You got Austin Hooper. So it's going to be interesting to see if Baker can grow and if Baker can get a connection with OBJ. If it does not work out this season, I expect OBJ to be gone from the Browns. So, guys, we are in the final stretch. I'm excited to give you guys my last few names to complete my wide receiver 2's. Now, at number 15, I got T.Y. Hilton. I know he was hurt last year. I know that it's always been like injury issues for T.Y. And even though that he's a wide receiver that goes deep, he still has tons of value because he can get you high yards. He can get you high catches, and he can get you touchdowns. He's shown that over and over in his career. This year, he gets Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is going to be pissed off because people think that he's done. People think that he's washed up. Phillip Rivers actually gets the best offensive line that he's ever had in his entire career. What does that mean for T.Y. Hilton? That means he's going to be hitting T.Y. often. You've seen what Phillip Rivers has done with Keenan Allen. On the Colts right now, the only wide receiver that is trustworthy for Phillip Rivers is going to be T.Y. I know they got that rookie in, can't think of his name right now, but they got that rookie out there from USC, Michael Pittman. And, you have Paris Campbell out there and a few other guys, but they don't really scare me. T.Y. is going to be a target monster. He's going to get tons and tons of targets. And do not be surprised if T.Y. catches 100 balls this season. Okay? At number 14, I have Adam Thielen. Stephon Diggs is gone. And you guys remember when Adam Thielen first came on the scenes and he had targets after targets after targets. This season, he's going to have targets once again with no OBJ. So I'm expecting him to have, one of those 100 catch seasons, about 1,300 yards, 8 or 9 touchdowns. He's about to ball out. So I'm excited to see what Thielen does. I remember when Thielen first came in and that first year that he first came out, he had like 69 catches, 900 plus yards, 5 touchdowns. The next season, he had 91 receptions for 1,200 yards and 4 touchdowns. Then 2 years ago, he really took it to a whole nother level. He had 113 catches for 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns. And I believe that this season, he comes back to that. Last year, he was hurt, and he still had modest numbers. He still had 30 receptions, 400 yards, 6 touchdowns. So you see that the touchdown numbers are going up. And with no Stephon Diggs, expect Adam Thielen to lead the NFL in receptions this season. Yep, I said it. At number 13, I got Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper, for one, is going to be in a prolific offense. That offense is going to score, and score some more. They're going to be losing because the defense is not going to be very good this season. So what that means is they're going to be playing catch up a lot. Okay, I know they got CeeDee Lamb out there. I know they got Michael Gallup out there, but those guys don't scare me for the simple fact that you paid Amari Cooper big money. That's free agency. So you don't pay somebody big money to not utilize them to their full potential. Matter of fact, having CeeDee Lamb and Gallup out there is probably going to give Amari Cooper one-on-one coverage to attack the defense. So like I said, Dallas's defense is not going to be good. So that means that they're going to be passing the ball. And I expect Dak Prescott to have a heck of a season, especially he's playing on a 1-year deal. So I expect Dak to throw for another 5,000 yards. I expect another 30-plus touchdown season. So Amari Cooper as the top of my wide receiver 2s. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you guys think on Twitter. You can DM me. You can tweet me. We can argue about this. We can talk about this. That's what's fun about projections and predictions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for checking out another episode of Talking Sports with Manny. Appreciate all the love. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and IG at 2’s with Manny. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and YouTube. The name there is Talking Sports with Manny. Be sure to share this podcast with somebody else. If it brings you value, please retweet it when I put it out tomorrow morning. Also, if you guys could please subscribe on Apple and just leave me a review. It will definitely help me out. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. Y'all be safe.